Hi everybody, welcome to another episode on the Home Tech Talk podcast. My name is Jake.
And my name is Aidan.
On this episode, we are at the CEDIA Tech Summit in Tweed Heads.
Joining us, we have Michael. Do you want to give us a bit of a rundown on where you're at?
Hi, Michael from Perfect Integration. We're a Sydney-based integration firm working in and around New South Wales.
Matt
Manalis, CEO of Experience One, based in Brisbane.
Thanks for coming on, guys. You see anything we like at all today at the show?
You go, Michael.
Well, apart from the general vibe of actually having a show again and the amazing effort that CEDIA has put in to bring it all together, I think there's been some great products from Snap One, some great products from Audio Active, some Sony TV stuff that they've brought out. And Bluestream's got some interesting new things that they've got out as well. So I think it's been interesting. It's obviously not a big show, but there's a lot of good content here, and I've been to a couple of the education sessions as well. I think they've got a lot of value. So
I think hearing about the upcoming product that's coming from a lot of the suppliers as well, not necessarily here right now, but the stuff coming, going to be awesome. Next sort of 6 to 12 months, we get over the COVID restrictions and product supply. The next 6 to 12 months are going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of it is here though. We've seen some stuff from Snap One with their Halo remote.
Oh yeah, the new Halo remotes.
The new Marantz,
The
Cinema
Marantz,
Series stuff.
That stuff is beautiful. That's a really nicely engineered, nice. Yeah.
You try to lift it?
Oh, how funny is the NAD? It's like the Denon, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's like 50 kilos.
It's definitely screwed to the table for sure.
I got it off the table, so it's
Oh, you got it?
Just.
Good stuff.
Popped a hernia, I think.
But I think it's been interesting. I spoke to the guys from Bluestream, and they've actually been working with Dante to engineer a different type of chipset, so they're not reliant on the chip shortages that they're having, because they've been getting like 640 chips delivered for certain categories of stuff for Dante, and they've actually then tried to decouple that out of their supply chain. And the amount of effort that those guys are going through to make products available to us it's impressive what they're doing, the re-engineering, the redeveloping to make them soft chips they can then update to enhance the properties.
Yeah, we've heard that a couple of times where guys are going to extreme lengths to change their product design just to accommodate supply issues. Yeah. So I think there's a big effort from everyone on that part.
I think going forward is a good thing. It's going to be in people's minds going forward. They've got the flexibility to choose product as well.
Yeah, and shift some of their design.
So. I think that if you're right, if this bottleneck ever happens again, the knock-on effect to everyone
a lot smaller.
Well, I mean, you look at how many people lost business because they couldn't supply products and people had to go elsewhere. How many integrators lost business because they couldn't supply or had to reduce the spec to fit into what a customer could, accept as opposed to what they wanted to buy. Yeah. I think that it's going to be. I
think that's another thing with a show like this where all the exhibitors come together, and when you're an integrator and you do have an issue with a particular brand not being able to get supply or whatever, this type of opportunity allows you to go back through the market really quickly, and then those exhibitors that they're picking up new customers because they're looking for a solution that they can't solve elsewhere.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to see, obviously once it's all finished, I'd like to hear from some of the suppliers as to how they went with new customer engagement. Obviously there's a lot of people just reaffirming old relationships and handshaking when they haven't seen someone for a couple of years. But I imagine that there's new people picking up new business. And I think that for CEDIA, the measure of success for this event will be the suppliers getting something out of it, because they're the guys who are sponsoring, other than obviously you guys. So they're the guys who are putting money in, so they will need to get a return. Which is
for sure.
For us, there's a lot more new integrators that weren't around 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So the industry is growing rapidly, which is great to see.
I've seen that at any of the little events that we've been to around the CEDIA Summit this week. There's been quite a few newcomers to the party, which is it's good.
There's I think that it obviously be nice to be seeing more junior staff coming to events like this. Yeah. To see what the industry's about, to go to the training sessions like the rack building.
They're all out making money.
Oh, good.
Well, you got a lot of guys here.
I've got quite a few. Sales team are here.
Yeah. So I think that's good. I think that it's nice to see that if more. I have seen a few junior engineers around. I think that's good. I think they should be exposed to events like this. It might be a bit much to fly them over to CEDIA in the US, but to have them here, it's a good investment in their time so they can get some exposure to it all.
Yeah, especially with access to the training, with the things like the rack building course, and there's some really good educational classes being run.
Yep.
Yeah,
weren't they talking about doing a CIT at one of these? Or
they're doing a 2-day. I don't know. Are we allowed to talk about it?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, they're doing a rack building and a CIT training course in 2 days. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And then they'll be able to go off and then sit their exam after that.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
And I think that a lot of those guys, the engineers, tend to learn more hands-on than sitting down and reading a textbook that's this thick. So
that thick.
Yeah. So that'd be great for them to get access to that. I think that's the sort of presence that CEDIA needs to be having to be making real headway in the industry.
It goes to show, like CEDIA over the last couple of years when we haven't been able to do this, they've actually still been doing a lot in the background and basically everything's just come bang, bang, bang after it, which is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, doing a huge amount. Like the effort, I keep saying to everyone how good a job Paul's doing. Yeah. I feel like he's really put some gel in the industry and started giving some cohesive direction to it all, which is, I mean, it's got to be like herding cats at times.
That's a tough job, getting us all in the one room at the one place.
Yeah. That's or the one Zoom meeting at the same place at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
There seems to be a better focus from CEDIA as well on like the nature of running an integration business. They've got a lot, like they've actually got a business training track for those like smaller integrators that need to recognise the fact that they are actually operating a business.
Yep.
They're not just running around selling and plugging in equipment.
Yeah.
There's a business to be run in the process of that.
Well, I think it takes for businesses to go from a small business to a bigger business where they've got someone who runs the business rather than works in the business doing stuff.
Yeah.
There's definitely a mentality shift, and some of the stuff that Leslie Shiner was talking about this morning was about making sure you train up the next tier of people in the business. Don't just rely on one person doing everything. You've got to have people that can do multiple jobs, but if one person does everything, you've got, that person gets hit by a bus.
You've got a knowledge gap.
Massive knowledge gap and skills and everything.
Yeah, cool. So anyone got a favourite product that they've seen? Favorite product, favorite vendor.
Someone just mentioned a Velodyne Micro V. I need to go and see that. So I don't know. I think it's interesting to see the new Halo remote, the new DALI gateway from Snap One as well. I think that there's lots of product out there. Bluestream's got some cool stuff.
New Platinum Matrix from Bluestream. It's pretty good.
So one of my favourites, I don't know if you've seen it, the Tiber Turn 2 UI.
I had one.
Beautiful.
Oh, did you?
It got floated away.
Oh, no. It's gone.
Right.
We had one in my office on my desk doing my lighting and the audio in my office.
Oh, beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great product. I haven't used one yet, no.
Yeah, check that out. It's over at Cano stand. It's really nice.
And we will have another episode coming out with Tiber, so that'll be coming out soon.
Cool.
What's your favourite, Jackie?
I like the DALI gateway from Snap. I think, especially being an Australian-made product, support the locals. Now it's going global, so it's awesome. Yeah.
I didn't realise it was Australian-made as well.
Made in Brisbane, I think. Queensland somewhere. Yeah.
Makes you want to support it a little bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so it's good to open that market up to a wider reach and give that access of Australian-made product to the world.
I think it's going to change the mentality of DALI going into residential. It's going to change the way we do projects moving forward and bring DALI from commercial into resi a lot more. So
that little box is actually a brilliant. If anyone's doing doing lighting control just for like a cinema room or a single type of thing, brilliant product to be able to do DMX and or DALI on the one platform. And then you don't even have to, you can just use your standard Control 4 UI to control it.
Yeah, and the integration seemed pretty tight.
Did you saw the software that they have?
Yeah. Well, it's in Composer. It's pretty easy and intuitive to do.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
And then control it from a Zigbee light switch if you wanted to. All cable free, really.
There you go.
Yeah, all on the remote.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right, well, thanks, guys, for coming on. Appreciate your thoughts. And it's awesome.
No dramas.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.